We visited Ellis Island National Monument in New York City on September the 19th, 2001. If you would like to get notices when I post again, be sure to subscribe right here. Just click on that button. This was opened as an immigration center on January the 1st, 1892. And between 1892 and 1954, more than 12 million migrants came through this area. It was established as a national monument on May the 11th, 1965, and currently has 27.5 acres. It has a little over 1,600,000 visitors a year.
The dock and get our boat for Ellis Island. And then it's time to leave and say goodbye to Lady Liberty. In just a few minutes, we're approaching Ellis Island. And soon we're landing at Ellis Island. Ellis Island is really two parts. The part to the south or left is a hospital. The rest is the immigration center. That's the part we'll be looking at today. Now let's talk about Ellis Island for a few minutes. In 1774, a New York merchant named Samuel Ellis bought this island as a summer residence. Originally, this island was much smaller but has filled in with landfill. In the 1800s, New York took it over and built Fort Gibson on it to protect the city. Then in 1892, the U.S. government decided this would be a great place for all immigrants to be processed. And it was stayed open until 1954 when it was closed due to most people then getting visas in their original home countries and not needing all of the processing that they did here. The first building built here was made out of wood, and it caught on fire and burned and was replaced with the current building in 1900. And across the bay on the reclaimed island is 1902 they built a hospital. In 1954, with no longer being used, it fell into ruins and was abandoned. Today it's been restored and renovated. In 1990 they opened it up as the Museum of National Immigration. Currently on the first floor is the visitor center, the store, and luggage that they might have had when they left it in the luggage room. The second floor is the main floor. This is an open room now, but it would have been broken into many smaller rooms for inspection of the people. And on the third floor, dorms for workers that might need to spend the night. The processing took 5 to 7 hours if everything went fine. Once you arrive, first you were given a medical examination and screening to see if you had any diseases that couldn't be let into the country. Then a mental testing to see if you were mentally sharp. How will you take care of yourself? Do you have a job or somebody to stay with? Exchange money for American money and then take the ferry either to New York if you're staying there, or if you're heading on into the rest of the country to the New Jersey terminal. I said before, over 1 million people pass through here every day. Over 12 million people came through this area, and 40% of all Americans can trace their ancestry to one of them. In 1907, over 1 million people came through, and today about 3 million people visit each year. And now it's time to leave Ellis Island with one more look over to the Statue of Liberty. As we leave the island, we look back one more time at the Museum of Immigration.
And this brings us to the end of this video.